Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and aloha. You might be wondering, why am I wearing this? And it is the 4 days of aloha in Vancouver. And there's an echo here, so let me take care of that. Hold up. Okay, that should be better. I'm experimenting with some new setup, or kind of new setup. I finally figured out why my camera wasn't converting over to landscape mode on my cell phone. So I'm super excited that I now have a down cam that I can use kind of on occasion, as well as my side camera that I'm going to be using for building. So I'm super, super excited about that. And hello, minifigure collector. Hello, Robbie. All cute. Now that was before I went live. So I think you were talking about this set that we are doing this set today, which is the Bird's Nest and 40639, 232 pieces for like $12.99. I mean, that is a bargain. It's a Lego exclusive though, so you can only get it at the Lego store. And I was really fortunate to get one of these, and it is super cute. I mean, check that out. We got the birds, we've got, you know, the little birds in there, some eggs in there as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's see how this new camera setup is going to work. I've used it before, so I think the side camera is still solid. Yay, there we go. So this is our set that we're working on. Oops, we got this. And like I said, I've got this DSLR over here, which allows me to adjust it and make some changes, and hopefully you're enjoying that. I'm super, super stoked because this is going to be a fun little set that we're going to work on. For those of you who are new, I'm Naomi, the Brickanista, based in Vancouver, Washington, and it's the 4 days of aloha that started today. I'm new to this area, but I've just been watching a lot of people walking around town with these little, you know, leis, and also with the flowers in their hair, and it's just amazing. I didn't realize there was such a big Hawaiian community here. So here we go. And as you know, I always like to open my boxes as trays. You love the shirt. Thank you, minifig collector. Yeah, I like this shirt. This is a Target exclusive shirt. Here, let me go ahead and do a full screen so everybody can see. So this is a Target exclusive shirt that came out, I think last year, the year before. And I figured for this today, this was great. How many parts does it have? It has 232. Let me double check, but 232 parts. And yeah, 232 pieces. So here, I'll give you a close up there. 232 pieces for $12.99. Really good deal. And this one does have numbered bags. Sometimes when you get the 3-in-1 sets, they don't have the numbered bags. So we do have 2 number 2s. So you have that. We have 1 number 1 bag. And we also have a number 3 bag. So this, I think, I'm not sure. Oh, I take that back. 2 number 1 bags. I'm not sure if this is a set that would lend itself to being broken up into different parts, because sometimes, you know, if you have a family that may want to work on different pieces together, you might want to do that. But here's the instruction book, one of the newer ones. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been really, really happy with the way things have been with the last Ninjago set. Oh my God, the cartoons in that were amazing. So this is what we're going to be working on. So this is also a good way if you're new to the Lego world and you're thinking about something to build with the family. It's good to check out what each of the bags are going to do. So if you had somebody working on the first one, you could have them work on the bird. And then the second one looks like they're going to be building the nest, and the bird's going to go into that. And the third one is going to be, it looks like the little chickies. So this does look like something you could do with a family and, you know, break this up. But I am going to do this on my own because this is what I do on Thursdays. Thursdays is Thrifty Thursday, and I've been playing around with my setup a little bit. In fact, here, let me give you a view of the down camera, because this is something that I'm just trying out here. And let me give you the down camera view, and you can see every now and then I can switch between the down cam. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, it froze. Not good. There we go. So we got the down cam, and then I've got the side camera, and then I've got my front camera. So 3 camera setup, and you can see this is my 3rd camera. It's just a cell phone. All right. So we're gonna, now this set, unlike some other sets, does not come with a minifig. So that's part of the reason why the price point's a little bit lower, is that you don't have to, you know, pay for any intellectual property or minifigures. Usually a minifig will, you know, jack the price up a little bit, though I have been surprised, because if you get one of those sets, like with the Disney sets, sometimes you can get a minifig for like $7.99, and it's a small set, but it's still something that, you know, you can, especially since minifigure collector is here, sometimes you just buy a set for the minifigs, even if it's like a 4+ set where you don't need a whole lot of experience to do that. You don't like white instructions? You don't. They have no soul. I don't know about that. I kind of like it. It's a clean look. It's better than some of the black instructions where you couldn't read what they're really trying to do. So I think that it's a nice clean version. So I don't mind them, but that's hilarious that you think they have no soul. That's funny. Yeah. So we are, let's see. There's a piece here I'm hesitating because, okay. All right, so what we're doing first is we are taking a 2x2. Orange 2x2, there we go. So we have to take a 2x2 in orange, and then we're doing this kind of layering effect with this. Now, the only problem with not having a down camera is that I can only show the top down after a build is done, because I have to use both hands. I guess I might be able to do it with one hand. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. I have to switch back and forth, but okay. So we're going to kind of go back and forth between the down camera and the side camera. So you can see that's kind of the beak coming together. But I've been, like I said, playing around not only with my setup, but also you probably saw my new promotional materials. I'm trying a little different, because I haven't been doing as much of the 1080 by 1920, the vertical kinds of promos. I've always been doing them as a 1920 by 80. And because of that, it doesn't lend itself well to Instagram. So I'm switching it up a little bit, and I've got my Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule all in one place. You like the poly bag just for the minifigures? Yes, that's a great point. I have one of Shang-Chi, that is Shang-Chi and this dragon that came in a poly bag. I have to make it, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, here's the next part, which is actually going to be really cool. Is we're adding some mixel joints. So this one is having 2 mixel joints on either side, which is always great to see, because that means there's going to be some articulation that's going to come into this build. Now this is different, is we've got this sand blue, which it doesn't look that great in the camera. Let me see if I can, if I put it under a white background. Let's see if I could use the front of this, the soulless white background. So here's that sand blue. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So there's that sand blue, and compare that to dark bluish gray. It's a subtle difference, but it's still a little bit different. So it's interesting that they put sand blue in here. I mean, you do see a lot of sand blue in some of the Star Wars sets and such, but anyway, it was interesting choice in colors. So we do have a little bit of that too up front. So I've been doing Thrifty Thursday for a long time, and I'm always glad to have a reason to go to the Lego store because these Lego exclusives, unless you want to, order online, but if you have a Lego store near you, it's always fun to be able to go into the store to be able to see what the exclusives are that you can only get at the store, and then fill up your bag. I'm actually going to be going to the store tomorrow to meet with Royal Bricks, Grant, because he sent me a lot of pictures of the Pick-a-Brick wall. So this is where your friends enable you. You hope you can get the Doctor Strange polybag. Oh, that would be a great one. Good point. Yeah, the Doctor Strange polybag. That's a good one. In fact, I was looking at Disney because I was thinking about maybe planning a trip because I haven't seen the Avengers campus. I haven't been to Disney in ages. And one of the things that they talk about is Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. And I know that there's a lot of my friends who are big fans of the Marvel Universe, and they've been posting pictures there. And I was thinking, if I decide to go, two things I need to think about. One is which park do I want to start with? Because, they say that you should go to the park on 2 separate days, one for Disneyland and one for California Adventureland. And California Adventureland now has the Marvel Avengers campus. And I was like, wow, I probably should try for that. Okay, so you see this little sub build that we put together with this 2x2 snot that goes all the way around, and that's going to go on the back. So now originally I thought that was the beak, but that's the tail. I've been looking at this backwards because there's the chest that's coming together. So these are probably going to be flapping wings, but I was looking at the wrong side. Yeah, that is actually you can see that's going to be a bird. Yeah, I haven't been to Disney in ages, and I've been trying to decide, what to do, because I also have a trip planned for San Diego to go down to Legoland. So I'm hoping if the, travel gods are with me, because as you know, I've missed a lot of conventions this year because of illnesses. So I'm hoping, I just missed Brick Rodeo because I got COVID. I was just like bummed about that. And I found out later from Glenn and others that there were several people who came down with COVID after going to Brick Rodeo. So, and I said, you didn't get it from me. I wasn't the super spreader. Yeah, but I did the right thing. Now here's another subtle color difference. So here's the orange. Let me zoom in on this too. I really like this setup, especially having this DSLR. You can have some really good tight shots here. So we have this orange, regular orange, and it looks like we have this bright yellow that is included in this set. Yeah. So we're putting in that brighter yellow with, the side studs not on top. So when they talk about snot, that's what we're talking about. But so you have this little sub build coming together. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to Disney sometime this year. I have a bunch of friends that I've been trying to coordinate with about where should I go, what should I do, where should I stay. All right, so we've got this little sub build put together, and then this is nice. Okay, so if you're in the market for parts, this is a 1x1 by 1 2/3. So it's just one plate shy of 2 bricks. And this is great for providing some studs not on top building. And I don't think I've ever seen it in orange. So this is great for a parts pack because I have a bunch of these in white and light bluish gray. They're often used for castle builds, and that's why I was really surprised to see that. Bright light orange. Oh, you're talking about this color? Yeah. Sorry, I said light yellow or bright yellow. Yeah, but we have two subtle color differences, which is great. So thank you for keeping me straight there, Robbie. I know that often Glenn takes on that role. He'll often do searches for me while I'm building. So here's the 1x2 slope on a 1x2, and that's going to go back here. So you can see the shaping coming together, which is nice. And this snot area is going to be covered with, for the beak, we have a 1x2 jumper, and then a couple of dots, quarter round dots. There we go. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong again. I think that's for the beak. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. No, it's definitely, it's not the beak. Okay, so now this is another nice piece. We have a trans orange disc, and that's where the eyeball is going to go, is on that. And we put that together. So it's nice because you can rotate that around, make that how you like. I like that. So once again, if you're looking for interesting parts, this is nice for the parts point of view. Get that trans orange for the eyeball. So yeah, you can see that. And then you got that over there. Okay, cool. All right, so now, actually, I think I am right. This is the beak. All right, so we are taking a cone. Where's the cone? Okay, here's the cone. And it looks like just on a 1x1 plate, just like that. Which seems a little odd to me, but I guess why couldn't they just put it right directly on that? Making it square just seems a little weird. I probably would have put a stud instead of square plate, but a round plate instead. Maybe it's to give it visual interest. All right, so this is going to be right there. Look at that. That's adorable. That is so cute. All right, so this is, like I said, this is the side camera, which I kind of like. All right, let me show you the down cam real quick. I'm going to turn that sideways. And like I said, right now I have to hold this with two hands. So there you go. There's the down camera view. I kind of like the side view, but at least you have two different views now that I can provide you. Down camera view, which I think is going to be helpful when we start working on the daily bugle on Sunday. All right, so let's go back to the original layout. There we are. So we're back to our side view. Yeah, I think, once I get used to building sideways, I think, or I shouldn't say building sideways, building for a side camera, then I can adjust my building style. All right, so now it looks like we're going to do these sides. So you see that we have these studs here, and we are going to build on the side. So we have some texture. Yeah, this is nice. I love when they provide all of this. So then that way you have this little subtle angle. And this is going to go on this side here. So you can see it matches up. It's really nice. Nice subtle change. Do you think you could use the institution to make other small bird species. I'm not sure. Oh, the instructions. Okay. Yeah, you probably could just change the colors. It's just some of those pieces like that 1 by 1 and 2/3. That might be hard to come by in other colors. So that's the only thing is when you're starting to put these together, when you start thinking about it, you might want to say, I'm not sure if I can do that in that color. Like pink, for example, I don't think it comes in pink, but I do like this because it gives it more depth, right? Look at that. Very cute. Very cute. And look how perfectly it lines up there. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. All right, now we have, I call these telephone curves because it looks like a telephone handle back in the day. I know I'm dating myself by saying that, but, and once again, we have that little angle piece. Very, very fun. Okay, so this, all right, so we're building it this way, but turning it over so it can be on this side and lined up here. Wow, wow, that's pretty cool. And you can see that you have that little texture, and I assume we're going to be doing the same thing on the other side. That's a nice thing about cars, birds, other things that are symmetrical on both sides. You can build them so then that way you've done one, you can do the second one and line that up. There we go. That is beautiful. I just love that. I mean, if you take a look from the back view and the side views, we haven't even done the wings yet. The sculpting is just gorgeous. That's something I need to practice more of is my sculpting skills. I have some. I've done like a corgi, a brickhead, and I've done some brickhead kinds of things, but I haven't really done anything like this. I mean, this is just pretty dope. Pretty freaking dope. All right, so this is interesting. Once again, we have that sand blue color, and they're putting that here. And then I'm putting a 1 by 1 stud, or I'm sorry, 1 by 1 flat plate. And another one there. All right, so how is this shaping out? Oh, okay, they're using like one of these tooth pieces to kind of give it a little feather. And then here. Okay, very, very cool. That's pretty amazing. And you can see we have the Mixel ball and joint combo. Oops, I should check. Which side is this going on? Actually, I think it goes on this side. Yeah, I think it goes on this side. But let me check. Make sure I get it right. Yep, that is right. It's going on here. So look at that. And it can go up and farther back too if you want. Very, very cute. That's awesome. You remember landlines too? Yeah, I know. I'm dating myself by saying that's a telephone piece. Yeah, it looks like a telephone piece to me. What can I say? All right, so let's see if I can remember how to do this remotely on the other side. Because I think, like I said, they're symmetrical, so they're essentially the same thing. Let's see, I think this one goes here. This one goes here. Yeah, see, if you get enough muscle memory, you can do this on your own when you're under pressure. Let's see. Did I do that right? Anything missing? Nope. I think that's correct. All right. So look at that. And it's a mixel joint, so you can even have this wing kind of go 360. It's very, very cute. Very, very sweet. Love this. Love this little bird. Hello. It's like, wow. All right, and we have a couple extra pieces, not many. We have an eyeball, a 1x1, and a dot. Okay, great. Very, very cute. Okay, so that's bag number 1. So, you know, if you wanted to recreate this and do a couple of birds, you know, do a flock of birds, just look at bag number 1 and the instructions. And you can download those directly from Lego. You don't have to buy this set. But what I did mention earlier is there's a couple of cool pieces. You have the translucent disc for the eyeball. You have that, it's now hidden, that 1x1 by 1 2/3 snot brick. You also have these mixel joints, nice. And you have a little bit of sand blue. I mean, it's subtle, but it does add some dimension. So you have the sand blue here, and you also have, you know, the combination of the orange and that. Uh-oh, what are you doing? No. My dog is starting to chew everything. I found her chewing the handles off of some scissors that I have. No, 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 no. Okay, so here we go. Okay, on to bag number 2. All right, so that took about a half an hour, a little less than half an hour to do one bird. So if you know, if you buy the parts and you want to have like a building party of birds, you could do that, definitely. Okay, so I already finished that. I skipped ahead because I was building on my own now that I know the secret sauce. Okay, so let's see, move this into frame. So now we're going to build the nest. So once again, you could have somebody building the nest while somebody's building the bird. And we have 2 bags number 2. Yeah, these little sets are always a lot of fun. These are also great to take with you if you're traveling because they don't take up a whole lot of space. And here, you can zoom out a little bit. You can see. This is why I like building or opening the box as a tray, because you could put these all into the box and build off of that. You don't have to, you know, have like this kind of tray that I have. You can use the box as a tray. I know several builders who like to do that, but it's interesting that Lego likes you to use those push tabs that are on the outside of the box. It's kind of like, why? Why are you telling people to do that? Maybe because you don't need to have a pair of scissors, because you kind of need the scissors in order to do that. Okay, here's another cool piece. Let me zoom in on this. Is that this, it's almost like that caramel, I think it's like this burnt orange color. And this, you get 8, I think 8 of these. Yeah, it looks like you get 8 of them. And then these are going to go out onto additional perimeter. So more connection spots on the outside of this. Let's see if I can focus more on that. And like I said, I'm trying this new system, so sorry if my hands are in the way. Trying not to do that, but sometimes it's inevitable. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But like I said, if you're looking for parts, it's a good parts pack, especially, you know, some of these colors, to get this many of those 1x1 snot bricks. It's nice. Nice to have that. Put that over there. Yeah, these little sets, like I said, they often get overlooked. which is part of the reason why I like to work on these sets, because there's often little techniques you get or just parts. So here's an interesting technique. It looks like they're putting a 2x2 round plate with a 2x2 square plate. And we've got 4 of these that are going down. And these, I think, are going to raise up like almost like a mini platform, it looks like. Let's see. It says to do 4 of these. Okay, so we've got 4 of these little guys. And these are going to go into the corners. And sometimes you're going, okay, I guess. Why are we doing this? But like I said, I'm just following the instructions. So we have that. I do like this side camera. And like I said, it's been nice to be able to repurpose my DSLR for something nice like this. And you can get kind of a perspective here of how big the bird is compared to the base of the nest. All right, so we have these now. So, and this is going to go into the center like that. Ah, okay, I see now. So we're putting this big disc, which is going to rest on all of this. So it's giving it some substructure, and you get a little bit of greenery, which is nice. All right, oh, this is great. Okay, once again, parts, parts, parts. You get these curved angle parts. It's going to go around the perimeter of this nest. Getting these in brown is especially is nice if you do any kind of pirate ship building like I do. This is just great to get that piece. So you get 4 of those. Like I said, parts pack. Don't look at these sets just for, you know, building, but parts, 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 and more parts. All right, so it looks like we're doing a couple of jumpers. Okay. Thankfully, I haven't had to really knoll this set. This isn't that big of a set, and you know, being able to break it up by bags is also helpful. Okay, let's get that in focus. Okay, so, oh, this is nice. You have these little spiky sprouts and another, oops, 1x2 jumper is closer in. So they said to make 2 of these. All right, I'll make 2 of these. So if you like I said, I have a lot of brown in my collection because I've just built a lot of pirate ships in my day. But I will say those 1x1s, those snot pieces that we saw earlier, definitely that is well worth it. Okay, so we got this, got 2 of these. All right, where are these going? Oh, okay, these are going on the sides. Okay, so the side of the nest. That's cool. All right, so 1 on either side, and they want this on the right side. So we got this little sprout on the right. We're doing the side building. All right, sounds like we have some more side building to do. Cover up those parts. Oh, okay. One of my favorite pieces, the turntables, or I used to call them rotators until somebody told me they're turntables. It's kind of like, you know, I have my own shorthand for how I look at sets, but this I was asked once about what's my favorite element, and it's definitely this turntable because you can do so much with these. All right, now this is going into the corner here, so that's going to be interesting. Okay. Now I'm hesitating because it looks like, okay, they're just working on this one side, so it looks like they're putting in this 2x2 curve. Okay. And all right, a 2x2 jumper, which they want here. Make sure I'm counting down right. Okay. All right. I'll make sure I've got this positioned correctly. Yeah, that's what it says. For some reason, I think I'm supposed to put another 1x2, but no, it's okay. This is where brown on brown, trying to find where everything is, can be a little challenging. And here I'll show you the instruction booklet up front. So here's what I mean about, okay, so we know that's there, and we know this is here, but finding this piece and this little piece, that's a little challenging with these instructions, because they didn't even put the red outline on some of these. It's kind of like, you're supposed to give us the red outline. What's going on? So here we got this little nest we're building. Oh, this is nice. Here's another really wonderful piece. This 1x2 this 1x2 rounded plate with holes. So you have like multiple functionality with that. So this is where we're going to cover the sides here. Got that, and looks like we got all three going across. Wonder if we're going to do the other side too, or are we just going to decorate this? Okay. Looks like we're going to be doing some rounded shaping here. Oh, very cool. All right, so this is interesting because there's a little bit of a gap here, but I guess that's okay. And they want this stud here and then one of these little spiky sprouts next to it. So like I said, it's a little weird, but who am I to judge? Oops. Oh, just knocked off a sprout on this side. Spiky sprout. Yeah, so you can see that this is a little strange, what they've done here, but okay. I'll roll with it. All right, so now we have some leaf and a little bit of color. Finally, got some color going down here. Okay, I think they want it here or maybe a little farther down. Let's try that. All right. Oh, it looks like I was supposed to add another 2x2 here. It's 2x2 curve. Okay. And it's mine, so if I'm off by a little bit, that's not a big deal. We can always change that, but okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we're adding some greenery here on this side. So now we have this spiky green, and this one looks like it's going all the way on the right, and then a sprout all the way on the right. And I still think we have that one stud there. Okay. Aha. Okay. I was wondering what's the deal with this one stud? And it looks like we are going to build off of this and put a few different flowers on here. So we have a couple different shades. Got that pink, we got this like magenta color, and I think we have an orange, I think, or coral maybe. Let's see. Are those different colors? It's hard to tell, but I guess it doesn't really matter. They look similar to me. Actually, now that I look at it, yeah, these two are the same color. Okay. I thought there were three different colors. There's only two different colors. Okay, so this can be positioned here now. So now we have, oh, very cute, especially from a distance. That's very nice. All right, so now we get to go onto the other side and put, once again, those 1x2s in brown. Ah, okay, here's a little mental note. Got to be careful when you're building on the side because the things that you're holding onto are very fragile. Okay, oops. Okay. All right, we have to put this off again. It's almost like maybe we should decorate this last, but I guess. All right. Here, we're back in business. Okay, so we're back to the 1x2s going across here. Okay, and once again, we are doing the sprout thing, and I'm going to hold it this way this time because I learned my lesson last time. Okay, so 1x2s on the edges to provide the border. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I like having this tray. Sometimes I will build with a napkin or a tablecloth, so then that way things don't move around, but it's nice having this white contrast. It's a lot easier to see things. Okay, and once more, another one of these little sprouts. Okay. Aha. Okay, I was wondering what these rods were going to be for, but it looks like they want us to put in this little wrench, or a glove clip is what Debo calls it, and route this here. So we have this nice little element, and this is going to go, looks like this is going to go into this hole over here. So, and I think route this down just a little bit. Okay, so we'll see what this is going to connect to. So you can see we have this little branch sticking out. Okay, once again, and there's another interesting part. I've seen people use this for bumper cars and things. This little piece. Not sure what it's called, but okay. Oh, interesting. We're actually putting another flower piece on the end of this. All right. I can roll with this. All right, so we have this with this connector piece on the end. Ah, this is connecting to the clip. Okay. Interesting. And this I'm going to rotate to be similar to the picture. All right, and once again, these things keep falling out. I just get too excited when I'm holding onto this. So I guess here's a tip. Hold it like a sandwich on this section rather than from the sides. But as you can see, this thing will move back and forth. So for, I guess, a little perch or something. Okay, we're almost done with bag number 2. I'm getting close. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so now we have this glove clip, and we need to make 4 of these. So I'm going to first start by putting these together, these 4. And we're going to fill them with flowers. Okay, one more. There it is. So where's that other glove clip? All right, and this time, I guess the same thing, where we have one pink and then a couple of the, like the magenta color. I've seen people at shows who put so much detail into their foliage, and they're spending literally hours just putting these together. It's pretty amazing. So we got that. Okay. All right, almost done with this. The 4th one. Okay. Now these are all going to be, because we have these glove clips, it looks like they're all going to be connected onto these branches. Okay, so I think one goes here, right there. Another one can go here. Aha! Interesting. See, this is why it's good to, I would have never thought about this glove clip to sprout method. That's something I will definitely take away from this particular build. So you can see that it adds that little bit of, you know, character to this, and this can move, so you can make it a little more festive. All right, I think, is that the end of bag number 2? Or are we, I'm hesitating because I'm looking at what's left over, and I still have, let me zoom out here. We still have a 2x2. That's too big to be leftovers. And this could be extra, this could be extra. These can all kind of be extra, but this is the one that more than likely needs to go somewhere. So, and once again, these instructions are not that great. So I am guessing that it might be over here. It's definitely not on this side. So yeah, I'm gonna put it over here on this edge. So it's a bird's nest, so I'm not too worried about it being too accurate. But here are the extra pieces. Let me put them in the frame. So those are the extra pieces. Not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 extra pieces. And then we had the 2 from the previous one. 3. Okay. Now we do have 2 of these, so I suspect that this might also be somewhere. Let's see if I can see it. Okay, it's on the other side of this. So this does need to come over here. And we have another one of these 1x1s on either side. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, that's the end of bag number 2. And before we move on, though, that the bird, the mother bird, is my guess, is going to go here. And oh my gosh, so cute. Look at that. And it rotates. And we have the bird flapping its wings. Very, very cute. And once again, we have this little bit of, articulation from the branch. That's kind of a weird thing to say, branch articulation. Okay, so last bag, bag number 3, I anticipate is going to be mostly eggs and little chickens or little birds. But we have the main bird, bag number 1. We just did the nest, and then we just have this one little bag number 3, and then we're done. So pretty quick set. And fun colors too. So if you're looking for something fun to do, it won't take too much time. And the price, you can't beat the price. $12.99. That's a steal. That is a steal. Now this is interesting. This is a 1x3, but the 1x3 has it's inverse, and you see this a lot with Unikitty sets. You just have this 1x3, and then on the bottom there's a hole, because the hole is often used for, I think, a unicorn or something for Unikitties. But we're going to see how they're going to use it here, which will be interesting. Okay, why am I not finding a 1x2? Here we go. All right, so, and here's that bright light orange that Robbie was talking about earlier. And this is a lot of shaping. Here's another nice piece that you don't see often. It's a 1x1 with 2 bars attached to either side. So that, once again, is some cool shaping. We have a slope, cheese slope going down. And then an inverse 1x2 slope, like that. And I think this is for the little tiny birds, because I have a feeling these are for the wings. Like I said, super cute, super cute. And here's, yeah, I think you can see that we have one of those, like a shoe. And okay, this is cool because it's a 1x1 with the double snot on either side. So this is probably for the eyeballs, is my guess. So little plates for the eyes. Am I right? Getting close. This is very cute. All right, so I'm laughing because we're making a beak here, and it's really just a 1x1 plate, and then one of these like teeth pieces, and then another 1x1 plate on top. So you can see we got, zoom in on this. Oh, I guess that's as far in as I can go. I have to move it, practical zoom. You can see that little beak coming together. And this is the best part. So cute, is you just have this one little slope, the curved slope. How cute is that? Super cute. But this is really the key piece, is that 1x1 with the double bar, because you don't find that often. All right, so I'm guessing there's going to be some eyeballs. Are there eyeballs for this? Yes. Similar to last time, except this time it's not translucent. It's just a standard two by two round um, jumper. And we have some eyeballs going in here. So it's kind of like a huge eye for this character, which I have a feeling actually we want to bring it down a little bit. I don't think we want it like right, yeah. I think we want it kind of more on the side there. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Okay, let's do the other eyeball. So another one of these, and like I said, it's super kind of large for a bird this size, but super cute. That's hilarious. Okay, now here's another part that's hilarious is a corner plate. Oh, hey, Glenn. Howdy, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. Aloha, by the way. It's 4 days of aloha in Vancouver. Aha. Okay, so now we have this baby bottle piece, this one, and this is going on the corner, and this is what is going to be the feet. So remember when I said that this 1x3 had a hole in it? So it sits like this, and that is super cute. That is super cute. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Wow. Okay, so it looks like, and then we have, I'm sorry, this is just so cute. All right, then we're making the wings. And as I mentioned, that this 1x1 with bar is probably where the wings are going to go. So, oh my goodness. Super, super cute. And there we go. Oh, funny. Very, very funny. You're feeling well enough? Oh, good. Good. Haven't tested negative yet, but we'll try soon. Oh, no. Well, I didn't test myself again for 10 days after I tested positive. So that 1x3 inverted tile with hole is used just like it is in Unikitty. Yes, I said that earlier. I said that this is very common in Unikitty sets, but I have never seen it used with a angle or a corner plate with that little baby bottle or inkwell piece. So that's a new technique that I'm definitely going to take away from this. But very, very cute. I love it. Love it. Okay, I think that is the yellow bird. I think we have another bird. I know we have some eggs that are coming, but I think, okay, it looks like we have another yellow bird, maybe? Because they're having us kind of repeat the instructions. Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know it took me a full week before at least I got my smell back. And then I tested negative on, I didn't test multiple times though, but 10 days later I did test negative, which I was really happy about. But yeah, I think it was not fun having COVID, but I'm glad I had the mild version because, like I said, my brother and my nephew both had the Delta version that first came out back in the day, and they were in the hospital, both of them. So I was thankful I didn't have to go to the hospital for this, but yeah. The inkwell is the neck in Unikitty. Ah, yes, yes, good point. Well, this looks like it's the exact same instructions, so I'm not sure why they didn't just say make two. But maybe they're going to change it up a bit. Or maybe they just did this for simplicity's sake. Ah, they are going to change it up just a little bit. Okay, so the last time you had this 1x1 and then the tooth piece, but now they want to have the tooth piece and then the 1 by 1, and then another tooth piece. Almost like, I guess the bird has got its mouth open, which is hilarious. I still think this is super funny. You never lost smell or taste? That's good. Lucky you. Saturday will be 10 days since testing positive, so I guess we'll test then. Yeah, I would try again in 10 days. But since you're still positive, I wouldn't go out in public. So uh-oh, ... You got some news? You got some news for us? Like I said, these are super cute. These 2x2 jumpers for the eyes. It's just funny. And this one with the mouth open, that's hilarious. Super funny. Yeah, I figured, I dodged COVID for 3 freaking years and it finally caught up with me. But, considering all things, going on in the world, at least it was mild for me. Okay, where's that? I need another inkwell piece. No, I don't see it. I need another inkwell piece, or otherwise this bird is not going to have feet. Okay, let me check the bag. Is it in the middle of the bag? No? Okay, maybe it's underneath one of these. Aha! It was underneath one of the domes. Okay. I was worried, but always, have faith in the brick. There we go. So we have these 2 birds, one with the beak closed and one with the beak open. Super, super cute. And I still got to put the wings on this one. So, and then we have some eggs after that. Yeah. That's great. It's always funny when something so simple can make you laugh. That's why Lego is great fun for anybody at any age. No, the so-I is the obvious correction for a previous typo. Oh, okay. Oh, inside. Oh, sigh instead of so-I. Okay, got it. I've been going out, but with a mask and no loitering. Okay, well, I did all of the curbside stuff, like going to Target and such and letting them put it in the back of my car. And then there was a time where I had to deliver something, and so I went in and dropped off a box with a mask on and just left immediately. So like you said, no loitering. Nope. But thankfully, like I said, it was pretty mild. I was pretty surprised, especially because, like I said, I saw what my brother went through a couple of years ago, and he was unvaccinated too, so that might have been a difference. Okay, so we're making some eggs, almost like Easter eggs. Very cute. So we have a blue one, we have a green one. So blue and green, and looks like red and pink. Oops, would be good to put it the right way. Okay, there we go. So we have these 3 little eggs too. All right, and then I think we get to assemble these into the bird's nest. Okay, so it looks like the open mouth one is going to go on the outside over here. Very cute. And I want the eggs kind of throughout the nest. Oops. Put it the right side up, Rickanista. Okay, so we got that. And then the last bird, they have the last bird kind of outside the nest. It's an outcast. It's got to be in the nest somewhere. Are you going to put it in the nest? Or are you going to leave it outside? It's like, so that's the next step. No, it's an outcast. Oh, how sad. How sad is that? This poor bird is not allowed in the nest. Oh, no. No, that's not right. I'm sorry, but that is not right. No, 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 no. We're gonna put this little buddy up here. So I'm gonna give you a space. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of these studs, this open studs. Learning to fly. I don't know. I just, I saw the ad, right, that they had on the website, and it had all the birds in the nest. In fact, here, look at the ad. Okay, all the birds are on the nest. So it just looks so sad. This just looks so sad. I'm sorry, but how can you say it's done when this poor little bird is like, wait for me. Why is it done? Oh, I'm so sad about that. It's like Lego, you could do better. You could do better. At least the main ad had all of them together. So I had made the adjustment. I put the one by one stud so it had a place to perch. So it could be here, and the mother bird. In fact, the mother bird could even probably be back just a hair. Can we adjust this? Ah, no. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I said, that's what the instruction says. To leave that one bird out. Okay. All right. I think I like this. All right. That works. That works. And now both birds can be on the perch together. One of them's bossy and is yelling at the other one, like, get out. It says the instructions say you're not supposed to be here. I will say that it is a bit fragile because these flowers keep popping off. So you do have to be kind of careful when you carry it. But it is a very, very cool little piece. And you missed this earlier, Glenn, but I also have a down cam that I can add. Oops. Oh no. Did this thing? Oh, it actually it ran out of juice. All right. I had a down cam earlier. You can go back and rewind. Okay. So I think this is a winner, except for the instructions. Shame on you, Lego. Ostracizing that one bird. I mean, come on. You can do better than that. Here's another view that you can see that this is, yay, more cams. Well, I had the down cam, but I had taken out the power, but I had it. So I had 3 cameras going, but I'm going to have to, rethink this some more. But yes, this new function that I have on StreamYard too, I upgraded so I can have multiple cameras. So I now have the front camera and the side camera, but I can't have a third camera unless I have my cell phone coming in as if it were a guest. So that's what I was doing. But anyway, so here it is. And I'm wearing this flower in my hair because it's 4 days of aloha here in Vancouver, Washington. And yeah, so we worked on this little bird's nest from the Lego store, Lego exclusive. And really, really glad that you could be here to help me go through it. So here we are. We have this nice little set, very cute. Love the shaping. I really love the techniques for the shaping. You do have some interesting parts. Oops. Have some interesting parts here. It is a little on the fragile side, so you do have to be careful when you're walking around with it. Instructions, like I said, why did you leave the last bird off? Shame on you, Lego. You should have a nice, ending family instead of leaving one of the poor, chicks off. But nice shaping indeed. Yes, thank you. But yeah, so I've been doing this new promotion, as you saw in my Instagram stories is that now I'm putting a 19 by 20, 1080 by 1920 version. And then I'm also doing my original 1920 by 1080 for the title cards for these. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to do that every Thursday since I stream Thursdays, usually Fridays and Sundays. But this week is also special because Saturday, PT and I will be interviewing Karsten Jensen from Lego Masters New Zealand. But since he's in Denmark, we're doing that Saturday. So tomorrow it will be a Candy's Play Space at 9 o'clock for the locals.com members. And then Saturday, 10 a.m. So that's the difference. 10 a.m. on Saturday, we'll be doing Lego Masters New Zealand Series 2, Episode 7 with Karsten. And then on Sunday, I have 3 other builders. We're all going to be working on the Daily Bugle. We all have the Daily Bugle, but we haven't broken it open yet. So we're all going to do that on Sunday. So take a look at my Instagram stories. I just posted that. What I'll probably do is post that as a regular reel someplace. And then that way it'll be easily accessible. So I'm going to try to do that every Thursday as a promo for the weekend. So then that way you know what's happening over the next couple days. But anyway, and yes, minifigure collector, you're still here. Good to see you. And thank you, Glenn. Thank you, minifigure collector, for hanging out with me. Thank you, anybody who's watching the video as a replay. Please remember to like and subscribe to the stream. I'm definitely getting more hits, which I appreciate. So if you can like and subscribe to the stream, put in a comment if you like the show. And I am working towards 500 subscribers. I'm getting closer. And I still need to also book more watch hours. So anybody you know who might be interested, because you're watching the Brickanista Broadcast Network here on YouTube and on Rumble, please also follow me on rumble.com/user/Brickanista. For those of you on Rumble, I'm sorry that StreamYard still doesn't have the integration yet, so I can't see your comments, but I do go over there to see the comments after the show. And if you want to send any kind of fan mail, you can send it to P.O. Box 87232, Vancouver, Washington 98687. And for the next 4 days, it is the Aloha Days in Vancouver. So I'm really excited to see what this whole community is about. I'm really thankful to be in this new place. And thank you, everybody, for all your support. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, thank you. And may the clutch be with you. Take care, everybody. Bye.